Hey guys, we're on volume 4 today of the Soul Disclosure series, and today we're going to look at the voyage of the soul. Of course, there are many different schools of thought about the voyage of the soul, many different perspectives, many different stories. And today I'm going to share in brief with you the Hermetic principles and what that has to say about the voyage of the soul. So we first have the descent stage, the descent of the soul from primary source to the planet Earth. Hermeticism states that the soul passes from each of the planetary bodies successively in our galaxy. When it acquires an astral body, it will then inherit their specific qualities as we descend to our terrestrial sphere, the planet Earth. So what happens is the moment of birth will be influenced by the position of the celestial spheres. But here we also need to take note and take into consideration that there is a 13th zodiac, or Ficus, that has not been taken into consideration or has been removed altogether from the zodiac system. So this can influence greatly which are the strongest characteristics of soul and of personality at the time of birth. So the soul layers itself with various sheaths of ethereal matter so as to unite with the earthly realms. And then here we are. At this point, the soul will do what it is it needs to do, what it is that it needs to learn, which tasks it is it's going to take on. Some it will complete and some it won't. And then, of course, it follows back up with the ascent back up to primary source when it's completed what it needs to do. And believe me, not everything is always completed here, as I'm sure most of you will very well know. So in the ascent stage, the soul needs to reverse its journey, shedding each of the 7 planetary vestures one by one, successively, and in turn once again. Spiritual alchemy will tell us that each of the planets correspond to a particular metal, which is true. And so the soul must divest each of these 7 cloaks in order to return back to the true light. So the physical journey isn't the end of the journey for the soul. It still has missions to complete, it still has tasks to overcome, and it still has many hurdles to address once the physical life is finished. It needs to shed, just as alchemically stated, each of the metals in turn. And this needs to happen in order, of course, to return to the true light, as we've said. But I feel that there's more to the story than the one that Hermeticism describes here. And so intuitively, I feel that this could be rather narrow in terms of soul voyaging. I feel that we're influenced by way more than just the galactic spheres of consciousness, since we do travel the whole of the multiverse. I feel that the soul has a cosmic history as well as a galactic one, and the galactic one is probably just a mere version of the whole of the story. Soul transcends Hermetic or any other known principle from my view, and maybe perhaps a part of other unknown systems and principles also that are beyond the veils of all that we know. So perhaps we are way more than any principles, way more than any laws. Perhaps in truth we are really, really free beings, but we just don't know that yet. So thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed that brief peek. And in our next show of the School of Mystic Wisdom of Fusion 7 Healing, we're going to continue with our soul journey. But we're going to take a peek at it from a more metaphysical perspective. So we're going to address the various planes that the soul comes into contact with as it descends and as it ascends. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again real soon. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And may truth always be the guiding force that is with you. Imaste be ye. It means we are primary source. Ciao for now.